If you'd like to get to the portion of the video where I'm driving big trucks down the road, measuring the sound, off-roading, talk about driving through mud and snow, go to this time right here. About to take these tires off-road, driving them on-road, measuring the sound, doing a review of the BFGoodrich KM3 mud terrains. Consider purchasing these tires on Amazon. Click the link in the description, that really helps me out. In fact, all the hard work and effort I put in, be sure to help me out. Like this video, subscribe, you don't even have to turn the notifications on. Well, we're gonna get into reviewing these tires, but stick around to the end of the video because I talk about purchasing these tires from Amazon in a convenient all-inclusive package where you can get them delivered to your house or get them delivered to the dealer that you're gonna get them installed on. So let's get to moving. Bottom line, the mud terrains, the KM3s, are a great set of tires that grip, self-clean, and get the vehicle in and out of off-road situations that other tires simply cannot do. But BFGoodrich states verbatim, these tires are Baja champions, something that they have grandfathered for decades over multiple different, separate, individual, street-legal tires. I can't remember the last time a mud terrain, specifically a KM3, won a race, including a Baja race. Come on, let's get our facts straight.
The BFGoodrich mud terrains, number 3 in this series, the KM3s as opposed to the KM2s, the very tire it replaced. I bet you're asking yourself, is that a Ram 3/4 ton truck? And yes, it is. There's been confusion in the past on whether or not you could install the KM2s on these larger trucks. But yes, wipe your eyes. Load rating and all, this is the proper tire for this truck. It can handle everything including towing capacity, grip on these big trucks. But the real question is, can you handle the road noise? Something we'll test out. Here we are driving down the freeway. Not really a good comparison video, seeing how it's done in a vacuum with somewhat of a static test. We need a real-world situation, something like a conversation inside of the vehicle. After rewatching the video, I noticed I took some notes for myself, which kind of shows the contrast between road noise and conversation noise. Listen up, see what we have. Steve making this video to show road noise. I know, it's only a few seconds of conversation with myself, and I am talking somewhat loud, but the acoustics of the road aren't bad. And then I decided to take my camera and stick it right out the window, which the wind screws up the whole video anyways, but it does look pretty cool the video sitting outside of the vehicle, doesn't it?
Grip test!
I'm going to take this part of the video to talk about important tire topics, including mileage. We talked a little bit about grip, but we really need to dive deeper into this. And snow and wet traction is a whole nother monster, which we'll cover towards the end. The mud traction, the footage isn't all that great, because realistically, when I get into the thick of it, I don't whip my camera out and go, holy crap, I can't believe I got out of that situation. And I kind of have to take my word for it. When it's in the snow, there is something else I do other than just powering out of whatever situation. Listen up. During the dry months, enjoy life, get a suntan. In the wet months, when you're staring down the barrel of a muddy road, these are what these tires are designed for. That's what they're named after, mud terrains. Next is when it goes to icy and snowy months. What I'm about to say next isn't approved through the tire manufacturers. In fact, this whole video hasn't been approved by anybody but me, especially the likes of a lawyer. So let me segue into a disclaimer. Anything I do in this video is your responsibility, your fault if you hurt yourself. Anywho, what I'm about to present to you next is about as unorthodox as putting pepper in your leaky radiator to stop it from leaking. Nonetheless, it still works. When the snowy months are upon us, a trick, a tire hack so to say, is to take your tires to the likes of a tire shop including Les Schwab. I'm not sure any tire shops that do this on the East Coast, but if you take it to a place that sipes your tires, adding sipes to the mud terrain is adding a technology to the tire that it didn't have before, that it wasn't designed to have with it. Is this a big deal? Well, that's in the eye of the beholder, because the amount of wet and snow traction you get with these sipes, well, in my opinion, for all it's worth, they are definitely worth the void in warranty, especially towards the end of the life of the tire, which now we can move on to the lifespan. What kind of mileage do you think you can get from the tire? From the date, the timestamp, the recording of this video, there is no manufacturer warranty from BFGoodrich's website. That's not to say in the next few months, few years, that they might add a mileage warranty to this tire. 40,000 miles isn't an unrealistic mile marker to get to for these tires. Granted, you don't drive through roads with nails on it, because that's one surefire way that I have destroyed my KM3s on my truck. People getting 60,000+ miles on this tire isn't unheard of either. I got to 60,000 miles ish, I believe. So take that for what it's worth. Is that exact scientific data written down for you to know? Hey, you're gonna have to take my word for it. Granted, you don't sipe the tire, because that will vastly deteriorate the maximum mileage you'd get with these tires. Just warning you.
It is that time of the video, the end. And hopefully you have subscribed or at least liked, helping out your local and favorite YouTube creator. True to my word, like at the beginning of the video, I said I was going to talk about ordering the tires from Amazon and getting them delivered to the dealership near you. Use this method to research tire prices. Use this method to see if you can't make things more convenient, make your life easier. Granted, keep in mind that this option isn't available for all tire sizes and all locations. Nonetheless, my assumption is that in the future, it will be. Anywho, as Amazon increases their partnership base, their tire selection, and overall experience with this method, I think that they're going to start giving the big box stores a run for their money. Les Schwab, Sears, all the rest. Costco, Discount Tire, America's Tire, Pep Boys, Big O Tire, 4 Wheel Parts, Walmart.